Another compositional and production aspect I want to talk about is my use of sidechain compression in quite a lot of these songs. I've picked Terminus, the final song on the EP, as an example to demonstrate this, but I will move on to another one later on so you can hear how a less extreme example can also help propel the piece forward. Here I have a bass tone, a little bit of mid to high information on it. Again, those clicks are not because on the song they are the screen capture trying to work its magic at the same time. Here I have this kit, of which the battery kick here, you can see, is sending information to bus 5. Now again, this is pre-fader, much like the vocoder. That bus isn't linked to anything, again, and is the sidechain input for this stack of bass tones which work together in layers. Now this is the compressor here. Let's just load that up. You can see the input signal behind and the output signal above, and the red line at the top will demonstrate the compression. This is quite a harsh compression because I want it to really duck very low before it returns up to full height. Now obviously this isn't doing anything at the moment because there is nothing triggering it. We're on an external sidechain here, which is the bus 5. If I trigger the drums now, wrong drums, there we go, and you get that real sense of pumping. This is the most one of the most creative uses of it I've got. However, it does work in a production sense as well. Let me load up the sub bass tone which occupies the similar space. Here we go. Just loading up the multiband. Now here you can see it's only effect. Oh dear. Let's keep that there. I'm going to turn this sidechain bass off, put this one back on. Now here, you're only ducking the very lows, the sort of space which occupies the same region of frequencies as the kit. Whereas the upper tone, sort of 250 round to 500, is left unchanged really, so that remains constant throughout. This is just to allow the kick to breathe through that mix. And together, this pump. Once again, this single band here is set to external sidechain input number 5 with that kicks coming through. Now, I'm going to head over to another project and demonstrate how this effect can be circumvented if your kick is not a 4 on the floor like this kick. For instance, you want that 4 sidechain pattern, but your kick is doing something more elaborate, say. We're just going to head over there now. Okay, here we're back in Take on the World. I'm going to just talk very quickly about this intro section. The rhythm guitars are sidechained not completely to the floor. I'm just going to play now. Just a subtle pulse that sort of accompanies the main dry signal, because the actual sidechained compression is only part of the signal. I mean, the live dry level is still there. Now, that is being triggered by this sidechain kick here in Ultrabeat. What I have here is the sequence set to run on every crotchet note, and basically the output from this, every other thing in this sequence is muted, and the output from this, bus 64 in this case, no aux channel again, just goes to the sidechain input for this. Now, this still gives this rhythmic drive, but doesn't tie it into the kick's rhythm, which is completely different for this section. So not a strong to the floor sidechain compression, but one that does give slight pulse to the overall texture.